Hey people, I am happy to introduce to you all the second installation from Doppiaa, an Italian maker that we've been carrying for some time now. Really keen eye on fabrics, and they really do excel in the knitwear department. So it's not just the fall winter stuff, spring summer, we're still looking forward to that knitwear, and we finally got some of the really nice stuff. So let's kick it off, let's get into it. The first one we've got, the shape, we've had it last year, and actually this color we had it last year as well. It's the AARS. Which is a very densely knit cotton button-up shirt. It's hard to really display what I mean in person, or I guess over the camera, as to what I mean by the density. But it's just like a very I don't know. The knit is super tight together. It feels like you're wearing just like a heavier I don't know, woven, but not really. It's hard to explain, but it feels really nice. It has a sense of quality to it. If you're familiar with our Akiji molded gear that we've had, whether it's the sweater or the polos or the tees, this kind of has that same thing. It kind of feels like it has a really nice body to it, and it does. You put it on, it's cotton, it's cool wearing. You have the option of fully unbuttoning, so it's not just, you're not limited to the polo's length. You can go all the way down. And the shape of it is also pretty nice. A lot of times Doppiaa goes for some of the more retro vibes where it's just slim all over or kind of a little bit cinched in the waist and relaxed. And that's kind of where this one exists in. You don't see any noticeable ribbing except for the cuffs here. But if you notice in the back, you're only getting that finer ribbing there. So while everything else in the body is that fine gauge, really dense knit, this here is cut a little bit smaller but has some stretch. So you're gonna get that ballooning, not in an intense amount, but just enough so you get some curvature, some shape. It feels, I don't know, there's something about it that feels both stylish and effortless and just looks really good, especially in this deep jewel tone, the teal. We've also have two other colors, which is kind of like this panna cotta, beigey cream color, as well as the classic navy. Yeah, this is navy, right? Not black? Almost certain.
That's a navy.
Yeah, it's navy, blue marine, that's what they call it. And yeah, these are gonna be sized in your Italian chest size. So I believe we stock somewhere between maybe 48 to 56 or so. You can size up from your usual Italian size, I'd say, just to get a comfortable fit. I take somewhere between a 52 and a 54 in this to get a good fit. So yeah, really nice. Next up, we have the Adeo. This is, I believe, maybe the first skipper polo that we stocked way back when. Not this exact one, but the model. It's kind of their more relaxed cut skipper polo. We have some other ones that we dropped earlier this season, actually, the Attilio. That'll have kind of almost vespid waist, how it tapers down. It's a little bit cut longer because you're meant to tuck it in. Whereas this one has the room that you can wear it untucked. So it has the split hem on the side. You're meant to just kind of wear it lounging around. Think of yourself by the pool. We're used to seeing this shape done up in their classic cotton poly terry cloth. But this time we went with this kind of heathered terry almost situation. It has a really nice organic feel to it. It's not like a uniform pile. It has a slubby nature to it, just really exaggerated with the texture that they have. So you get some nice three-dimensional situations going on, but in a really wearable color. I mean, you wear heather gray all the time as a tee, so it makes sense to just have it out here. But it's not just a classic heather gray. You also get the creams going on. You get a good range. Really nice. This one is gonna be sized in your US letter sizes, and I'd say take your true size. It's gonna fit well. Yeah, this guy's sweet. Next up, we've got two new styles from us, but not too dissimilar from the last one I just showed you. It is the Alice. We have two colors. I think it might be easier to see the details on this one here. They're both made of 100% linen, kind of like this double-faced linen. So while the white is, or the cream is gonna be cream on cream, the indigo is indigo, but has a cream underlayer, so you can see how that double kind of faced action works. So you get the white there, you get the indigo there, and the overall effect is kind of this heathered, almost fuzzy indigo. And it kind of almost has a mohairy visual quality to it, but it is 100% linen. It doesn't wear warm at all. You can see my hand through it in most cases. Can you? Yeah, a little bit, kind of. But yeah, it wears super nice. It has kind of that same skipper polo, a buttonless placket, open collar. So comparing these two, very similar neck situation going on. There is not a button, and it has kind of an extended placket, but that placket is secured with a bar tack right here. It just keeps it secure. So you're getting kind of these nicer, finer details that I feel like you see on woven popovers, not so much on knit ones. And it looks really nice done on the polo here. It also has a chest pocket that, isn't usual for a lot of these. But, when you want a place to put your sunnies, sometimes you could put it here, but that gets in the way. You might bend down, you might get in your food or your soup or something. Put it right here, and you're looking clean. But yeah, the cut on this one is going to be a little bit more slim. You can see as I hold it, the body naturally wants to taper in. But this shape, despite it being like 100% linen, it's super like stretchy, has a nice elasticity to it. So as you put on, it's gonna like form closer to the body, but not in a way that hugs it excessively. I don't know. It's the perfect amount for me at least, and other people that I know that have tried it on. It makes them feel good, has a nice confidence to you when you wear it. The sleeves also kind of hug the way down, but it just ends at a nice spot. I implore you to give it a try if you're into like a little bit of a slimmer cut, or if you're just trying to experiment with different shapes. I feel like we've been leaning into a lot of relaxed, but this still feels relaxed. It still feels like you're not wearing much, but you're just getting a different shape into your repertoire. Really nice though. These are going to be sized in letter sizes as well, same as the other polo, and I'd say size accordingly. Last up, we have the only non-knit thing, but it just happens to be an absolute banger. You can tell by the label, this is the Doppiaa Black label. That's a little sub-collection that they've made through their offering where it's just a slightly higher price point, but that's because the cloth is a slightly higher, not quality, but just there's specialness to it. You can tell that this cloth took some more time and effort to make than say a regular like a white poplin or like a white knit, you know? This is something you have to go out of your way to get this kind of variegated stripe, these striations going on. And it's really beautiful. It has a really nice smooth hand to it. It's primarily cotton. I believe it's like 98 cotton, 2% elastane. And that elastane is really appreciated, especially in a cotton this like dense and thick. I feel like a lot of times you'll see like a workwear shirt kind of just constrict you with how tight the cotton is. You really have to fight to make it break in and mold it to yourself, and you have this beautiful story. But no, this you kind of capture that same weight and feel, but it's comfortable off the bat. Super soft, really nice. And it's actually what they call a denim, but I kind of see it as more like a broken twill. You can see on the reverse weave, it's easier to see, where you get the same diagonal weave from a twill, but it's just stepped like repeatedly. It's really amazing to look at. I really enjoy it. It's something that I think you can appreciate yourself while you're wearing it, while others just see this really trippy stripe on the outside. And it's kind of this Western work shirt detail. You get the front yoke, you get the back yoke, and the way that the stripes diagonally kind of line up when you wear it, it looks really pretty because this front yoke has them going down diagonal, then it lines up with the way that the sleeve, or maybe easier to see here, with the sleeve going down diagonal, so it kind of seems like, not exactly pattern matched, but with a stripe this like trippy. I think it's like how zebras blend together to confuse as camouflage. They kind of look like one. This kind of just looks like it's one continuous stripe despite having the Western detailing. Very sweet, and you get the big work wear style pockets with cat's eye buttons. I'm really into it. I like it a lot. I feel like when we get a woven shirt from Doppiaa like this, you have to expect it to be really, really nice. With a brand that we only primarily do knitwear with, we're only going to pick the good one for a shirt like this. It's sized in your Italian collar size. I'd say take your usual collar size there. You might be able to find conversions online, but it's more or less your collar size in centimeters instead of inches, so you can also just look up the conversion there. But yeah, that's what we've got for Doppiaa. Really incredible stuff, super pretty, really juicy texture. Make sure to click in on the texture close-up when you're on the website to really appreciate what we're looking at. Any questions, let us know. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, buy, smile. Take care.